I played a lot of rugby and a lot of sports all my life. Just a quick background on that. I was slowly losing a lot of teeth through injuries and things. So every time I had a tooth out, the natural dental thing they were telling me, you got to get an implant because otherwise, all the spacings are going to happen and everything else. Of course, I let it go, and then slowly started researching implants and things. And one of the doctors that I came up with was Dr.Bram, and my wife is very big into researching on the internet. So once he got the seal of approval from my wife, we had some meetings discussing what and how he was going to do the procedures. One of the reasons I had it done is I meet a lot of people, I greet a lot of people with the things I do at work. I'm a project manager for a small size construction company. So, the winning of the work, the meeting the clients and everything else, and the presentation of the job is usually down to me and one other, and I'm very self-conscious. Even when I had a set of dentures, the denture was never comfortable for me. I was always, pulling my lip in to make sure they didn't look as though they were slipping, or even if I used a glue or a fixodent or whatever, I always felt, even if they weren't, I always felt people had a knowledge that they were moving around in my mouth. And that was another reason I made the decision to go with implants. Dr. Bram, when I came here, made me feel very comfortable. As I said earlier, I got my wife's seal of approval from the internet, and I went and did it. I'm very happy that we progressed to where we are. I feel the same way as I felt 3 or 4 days before having it done, and it's basically less than 48 hours having 10 implants in my mouth. I believe it's the new way that Dr. Bram does it. He explained to me everything he needed to know was done in conjunction with a technician through a computer. They built this model together and did the layout together where he wanted them and how he wanted to position them. So when he went to do the procedure that morning, there was no decisions to be made as such. The model was made, placed in my mouth, and all the layout was done on the computer for him, with his knowledge and everything else of where the bone density was and everything else. It made it very straightforward and very quick for him. And then when he was all over, they went to, they took the everything was out, everything was done, and he got ready to do some sutures, and then he realized when he was looking at his finished product, there was no need for any suture. He was very happy in the procedure, and he was commenting on how well it was going all the time, which makes you, when you're sitting in the chair, it just makes you feel that much more confident in your doctor that's doing the work, And as I said, when it was done, I was very, very happy. And the response today from him when he says how good it looks, I know how good it feels. During the procedure, we had no problems. Obviously, we had a couple of tugs where he sort of went again with the anesthetic. I wasn't the ideal sort of template for this, but with having the scan and everything else, and it built on the computer with his, like with the, I don't know what, how much input he had, but where he wanted them. On the day of the procedure, man, it worked out like a dream. I mean, everything went, to precision as far as I was concerned. To hear somebody like Dr. Bram turn around and say, well, I allowed 5 or 6 hours, and we done in less than half that time. I think it's I think it just mentions how well everything went, and I know the way I started feeling yesterday morning. Feel so much better now. I think it's fantastic. We're gonna complete the top over the next 3 to 4 months. Then we're gonna go on to do there's a section here at the bottom. Can't wait to see the outcome, and I can't wait to start on the rest.